The other part of the crossover season, that of course is football. The Ole Miss Rebels back in action on Saturday at Arkansas. The Rebs, currently ranked 19th in the country, are 6-2 on the season, and know they need to win out in order to boost that ranking and get themselves a spot in the college football playoffs. Obviously, there are a lot of games to go in order to make it happen. The first of those being 5-3 Arkansas. And Rachel, let me talk to you a little bit here, because what do you like about where Ole Miss is and what they could do against Arkansas this week?
Yeah, I mean, I think the really great thing about Ole Miss right now is you're seeing their defense completely stand up. They're first in the nation in tackles for losses, second in sacks. They've got the best red zone defense in the SEC, as well as the best rushing defense in the SEC. So all of those things combined, it's like their defense is just so formidable right now. It's just about the offense kind of capitalizing. And I think the kind of crazy thing about the offense is they're second in the nation in offensive yards and total offense they're putting up. But their red zone offense is just lacking so much.
81st in the nation.
Yeah, we're seeing them really struggle in that regard. And I think that's a big thing that I want to see them improve upon this weekend. Because, yes, we're talking about, yes, they need to get this win against Arkansas to be able to keep the hopes of going to the playoffs alive. But it's also, okay, but show me that you deserve to be a playoff team. I don't want to just see you win at this point. I want to see you actually deserve that spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a huge test for them. This is their biggest test besides LSU, honestly, this season, and they really need to show up. I think the defense has surpassed the offense this season, and that's not something you want to see. You want to see them be hand in hand together, and that 81st in the nation in red zone offense is just abysmal. But Arkansas have the 13th worst total defense in the SEC. So if you can't put up points against these guys, now the woo pig going on in the background.
You're gonna get a lot of those.
The only more annoying thing is the South Carolina Gamecock sound. I've been to an Arkansas game. Listen, the fans are great. That woo pig every first down, come on. But I feel like they can, that's not going to affect them that much. That crowd is really good. I really do think that. Arkansas are no slouches at running the ball. They're second in total offense in the SEC. And also Talon Green, the quarterback, don't sleep on him, 23rd in the nation in passing yards. He also has 11 touchdowns. And they also have 22 rushing touchdowns by multiple different players. Now, Jaquindon Jackson has 10 touchdowns, 500-plus yards. He's a very good running back. But Ole Miss's run defense is very, very solid.
I think the key to this game is going to be how much can that defense slow down Talon Green, right? Because we have seen him be so dynamic, and he's one of those quarterbacks where he can obviously throw the ball really well, but he really hurts you because of his ability to ad-lib, right? To get out of the pocket and make something happen in out in space as opposed to doing it in the pocket. And he can do both, but once he is able to use his legs, this is going to be a game, I think, where Lane Kiffin and that defense, they're going to have to do a good bit of spying. I think they're going to have to get pressure on him,
definitely.
Right? I can see a scenario where they're sending 5 or 6, but I can also see a scenario where Chris Pupal, is doing a lot more spying of Talon Green than simply just sending the house every single play or playing back in coverage. Because if you're playing man-to-man and he gets out of the pocket, next thing you know, it's a 30-yard gain because your DB's heads are turned. So I think this is going to be a game where how dominant can that defensive line be? Can they contain him while also putting pressure on him in the same way that they did against Jackson Arnold in Oklahoma, where they had, 10 sacks in that game? If you get half of that against Arkansas, I think you are winning the game. But I want to bring up what you brought up just about the crowd that is at Arkansas in Fayetteville. We got a chance to hear from J.J. Pegues about the rivalry that is this game and what it's like to play in Fayetteville.
Electric at times.
Oh, yeah. They're always electric and just a big rival. It's always hard to play Arkansas. Ole Miss, Arkansas, a big rival. And, we just feel like we're up for the challenge and we got something to prove each and every week. So I think we're ready for it and ready to get there.
Yeah, I think another kind of important thing to note, you mentioned about the defense really needing to be on top of their game, especially that defensive line. Walter Nolan kind of questionable going into that game. I saw him obviously get injured last weekend, hobbled off the field. Coach Kiffin after the game said, I thought he was going to go back in, but he didn't. Who knows as to, but he did look like he's a strong, big guy that when he fell down after all the injury things that we've seen happening in the SEC lately and people faking injuries, I was like, is this another one, or is he actually injured? And then you watched him get up like really slowly and barely be able to make it to the sideline on his own. I was like, oh, he is really actually injured. So I think if he can't be in there, that is obviously a tough spot to put Ole Miss in, because that is a guy that has been so dominant on the D-line for them. So not having him in on Saturday will be massive for them if he can't make it.
He's probable, but it feels more like questionable, especially after what Lane said on Monday. And the only thing that we got was, that he's probable. It seems like if they're going to try to get him fully healthy, this is a game that they would rest him against Arkansas on the road. That's difficult. He's still a young guy. Memphis' own Walter Nolan as well. Yeah.
Well, and I think, too, the defensive line is probably where they are deepest, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That is an area of the field or position on the field that they should be fine if they have to have one guy sit. We've seen Suntarine Perkins be great. We've seen Jared Ivey be great, J.J. Pegues. They have the guys that can handle it without him. So we'll see what they're able to do in Fayetteville. Always a crazy place to play, Fayetteville, Arkansas, and when Ole Miss and Arkansas get together.